we see in the preaching of Jonah that the word has an effect. There is a tradition in Catholic life that Lent was a special time of preaching. Great sermons of Notre Dame and so on were part of the life in France for centuries. Missions also were hugely popular and could clean up a whole area. But there has been a tendency in recent years to tone down the message, to avoid certain issues, but they're the very issues that had to be handled in mission work. The result is that people leave church as they came in, not challenged. And there has even been a reversal. Should the preacher dare to say something out of place, he himself is challenged. People who cannot be taught, docile souls are docibiles, they can be taught, doceo. It's the approach of the soul to a higher power, for truth is above the soul and is the teacher. And if the soul is full of its own truth, it cannot be taught. It has nothing to learn. And those who talk a lot tend to be, if we're honest, in that category. The Lord warns that there is more than Jonah, more than Solomon here. As in the case of the Lord's own teaching, the experts knew more than he did, and he was crucified as a blasphemer. He upset the system. So too, in our day, he is rejected when someone who does speak his truth is scorned, put in a category and sidelined. But there is more. While our brethren, the Protestants, who have not the sacramental life that we have, do make good use of the word, and actually do have a certain respect for the rarer celebration of the Lord's Supper, we in our day have forgotten that we have more than those in the Old Testament, more than our Protestant brethren. But we are abusing what we have. If we but knew what the Holy Sacrifice was and what was taking place before our eyes, we would not manipulate it and turn it to our own ends. All this noise and humanity, even profanity, in the house of our God is pushed by sinister forces, and every time we collude with them, we are part of the problem. The Lord is being rejected once again, but this time by his very own, and we could be those very own. We who are exposed a lot to the maximum, and joke about it and glibly handle it. This Lent is a time to take stock, to revisit also the great teachers of our history, the great preachers, the great writers, for they were close to the truth and handled it well. We need the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. For half-truths are half in collusion with the father of lies. To be economic with the truth in preaching is to be a dumb dog, unable to bark. Jonah, perhaps, is also for our time, and Nineveh is very much around us.